Hey everyone. For those of you who have joined the live stream, let me know if you can hear me. I'm going to share my screen momentarily, share my view momentarily. But if someone could let me know if you can hear me, that would be awesome. Heart bumper, hi. Red Sorghum, hello. We can hear you, fabulous. Oh yes, all right, well then, maybe I'll turn that camera on, should I do it? Let's do it. Let's go live. All right, how's the view? Can you see my bike? Let me know in the chat. Yes. Oh, success! Okay, I'm using a new setup today, so this is already incredible. Okay, well, hello everybody. Welcome on January 21st. It is cold, -5 degrees Celsius. Maybe somebody in the chat can let me know what that is in Fahrenheit. But look at that, -5 degrees, and this is warmer already because it was -15 the other day, so good improvement. Before I begin, somebody wanted me to talk about what bike I'm riding, so let me tell you about the bike. This is my e-bike. This is the Riesen Muller e-bike, Nivo 2022. It's a pedal assist bike, which means that I have to pedal. There is no throttle on the bike. So the only way for me to move is to pedal, but the assistance is wonderful. This bike does not have a chain. It does have a Gates carbon belt drive, which has been great. It's just a low maintenance bike for the winter. The big thing about this bike is that it is aluminum and it doesn't rust. I have two other bikes that are steel and they are parked for the winter. Okie dokies. Let's ride, shall we? Let's ride. Maybe it would be a good start if I didn't turn off my phone. Hey, Rick is here. Dean is here. Wandering Eye Outdoors. If you haven't seen this channel yet, check it out. Wandering Eye Outdoors. Dean, I think you just published a video, a review video of some bags, right? What's the capacity of the battery? It's not a big battery. It's 500 watt hours, right? Does that make sense? 500, and it's all right. It's so small because I'm riding the smallest frame, but it's good for commuting. It's certainly. I've received or I've noticed a big drop in performance in the winter, especially recently when it's been super cold. Hold on. Check your charger connection. What don't you like, phone? Gorgeous smile. Hello, gorgeous smile. Let me adjust the camera just a tiny bit. All right. It's always great when people walk by and they think I'm talking to myself. I've not yet gotten used to that. Okay. Dean, your new rope panda custom bags, yes. I look forward to watching that video. You posted a question in the community that I just saw. Did I get notification about the video? No, I did not. 500 watt hour battery. Yes, Rick, you're right. That's exactly it. Halfway, yep, looks great, isn't it? It hasn't snowed in a while, so it's just salt on the ground. And you're right. low temperatures are not great for batteries. This goes to say that my IRL streaming setup, let's see how things go, right? I hope that the stream is going to be much higher quality this time around. Again, this is the very first time I'm testing the new setup kind of live with all of you. I've tested it multiple times, but in unlisted view. And it's hit and miss, hit and miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Lots to troubleshoot. Yeah, you're welcome, Dean. Is this downtown? No, this is Humber Bay. Mimico, Etobicoke. This is the west end of Toronto. I am heading through downtown today, or through the waterfront at the very least. Hope my journey is good. I hope so too. So today I'm riding to the Portlands. The Portlands are under construction, and I want to see what the place looks like before the bridge is open. The construction is a little bit delayed. Everything was meant to be open by now, but no worries. That's how it goes, doesn't it? If you can let me know, chat, where everyone is connecting from. City, country, province, whatever you're comfortable with. Let me know. The bell rocks. Yeah, the bell is great. I like the sound. People often ignore it. Go to Port Union. Dimitri is streaming from there now. I don't know where that is. Where's Port Union? Morning, Brian. Thanks for joining the stream. All right. I'm going to be passing the beautiful Humber Bay Arch Bridge. I love this bridge. So do many, many tourists. This is where a lot of marriage proposal photos happen. I think that in the summertime, this is impassable because of how many people are driven to this place. It's a beautiful bridge, for sure. And the skyline of Toronto is gorgeous. I didn't stop, but maybe I shall stop later on. Oh, there we are. Now the chat is coming through. Calgary, Southern California. Oh my goodness. Portland, Oregon. Nice. Scarborough. Very nice. Scarborough waterfront. Nice views there. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Mississauga. Yes. Windsor. Where? Near Windsor Castle. Oh, wow. Fancy, fancy. On your left. All right. So just as I was setting up the stream, it's not very cold, but it's cold enough to, the moment I stop and take off my gloves, my fingers get cold. And even though I am wearing my bar mitts, there we are, there they are. My fingers are still a little bit cold because I've been twiddling around with the setup before the stream. Okie dokes. Let's focus on the ride. Lots more people out today, and that's because, well, the temperatures are higher. And it was actually sunny this morning. Don't know where the sun went. Somewhere. It went somewhere. Are we off? Hopefully not, but my cable unplugged. Let me plug the cable back in. Yes. Let's see what's happening with the stream. Let's see what's going on there. I think that I need to look at my connections, hotspot. Definitely mobile hotspotting. Hey. I think one of my cables is not. One of my cables is not connecting well. It's acting up. And so that means I need to change the cable. I laugh because there's so many things to consider. Well, let's see how we do with a mobile hotspot, huh? Let's see how that goes. Let's unplug this cable. Well, that means that my phone will die. Well, that's all right. Let's troubleshoot as needed when needed. Okay, back to the chat. We're back. Yes, working fine for you all. Awesome. You got bar mitts. Okay, Brian, you got bar mitts to yourself, but your hands are still cold. Maybe we can troubleshoot something in the chat. What else? Bar mitts are not insulated, right? I mean, they offer some insulation from the wind, as it were, but they're not. They don't have any additional heat source. There are other handle bar mitts that do, but bar mitts just cut down on the wind, which for me works well. So in my, when I was riding, I was commuting in that -15 degrees Celsius weather. With wind chill, it felt much cooler than that. Bar mitts and just these little gloves were fine, as long as I move. The moment I stop moving and then I take my hands out of my glove or the bar mitt, that's when I get cold. But let's just keep moving. Glancing at the chat, I think what I need, in addition to the setup, I need to get headphones so I can hear the comments, because man, there's a lot of comments here. Thank you for that. But that means I need to be reading. Switchy bike. On the Brompton, yes. Have I thought about converting my Brompton to an electric? No, I have not. I think that for me at this point, I have an electric commuter bike because it's a commuter bike, and I want to be efficient in, getting to work, getting around places. The Brompton for me is more of a pleasure ride, right? So it's a bike I just really enjoy riding, and I don't really need to be efficient in my rides. I am the slowest on my Brompton. Very, very slow. But I'm okay with that. I don't mind being slow. I am the epitome of party pace. I am slow. Luke. Hello, Luke. Thanks for joining. Yeah, the Martin Gunman Trail is very, very nicely salted. Salt everywhere. Of course, this all transfers onto my bike, but because I have that Gates carbon belt drive, I don't have to be overly concerned about washing my bike every time I ride it. So that helps out. But yes, there's a lot of snow on the trail. There's a lot of salt on the trail, which of course helps with the snow. When we had snow, but we've had very little snow. All right, Dean, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for commenting. Francois, thanks for the suggestion about keeping your core warm, and hopefully that will keep the blood flow going to the extremities. I have to say, this year, even though we've had some pretty chilly temperatures, I've only gotten away with wearing one pair of socks in my shoes and my boots. That's highly unusual. In previous years, I had to wear at least two to keep my toes warm. But that is a good problem to have. Okay, this is sort of an event. Okay. I'm going to stop and show you what the lake looks like, because it's frozen over. It's very beautiful. The chat has gone quiet. I don't know if this means that the stream has gone wonky. Oh, I've got more chat. Someday they'll make a suspenders drivetrain. What does that mean, Rick? What's a suspenders drivetrain? Like suspenders? Okie dokes. Hey, don't eat the squid. Yeah, this is Toronto. Martin Goodman Trail. Approaching Ontario Place. We're about maybe 2 kilometers out. The stream is fine, thank you. Okay, we're just gonna go wait a little bit. There we go. Oh, the views are splendid. There's a tiny bit of sun peeking through. Wow. I don't think the camera will pick it up. It is beautiful. My favorite part of commuting is the views every day. They're different every day. Alberto, hi. Hi to you. Thanks for watching. There is a bit of a homeless encampment here, right by the lake. I feel terrible for them. I feel terrible because I know what it's like to be in a tent on a cold day, and it gets incredibly windy here. I mean, it's terrible that they have to be in a situation where they have to live in a tent to begin with, but this is a cold, cold place to be in the winter time. Following from Colombia, hello. Amazing. Where's the snow? Good question. Where has the snow been this entire winter? We had a tiny bit of snow. If you follow me on Instagram, I was celebrating some snowfall, snow that accumulated and stayed for a couple of days. It's gone now. And the temperatures are rising, so whatever we have will melt. No sun for you in California, just some rain this weekend, yeah. It's been a rainy winter for us too. The only reason it's not raining is because it's colder. Okay, we're coming to some pretty fabulous views of Ontario Place. And I will stop to show you. Ice formations. Man, I hope the camera will pick it up. It is stunning. This is stunning. Okay. Take a look at this. Huh? Isn't this beautiful? Oh, somebody's standing on that ice. Yeah. I wouldn't suggest that. But you know what? He's an adult. He can do whatever he wants. That's Ontario Place. Take a look at the geese. Yeah. Nice. Ontario Place. Another point of contention in Toronto with what the Premier is doing. But let's focus on the beautiful ice. See it? You know all the birds in the distance there? Oh, so beautiful. And those buildings in the distance, that's where we came from, Humber Bay. Oh, this is so nice. Frozen through to the breakwater. Wonder if it will remain through our warm spell. I doubt it. I guess it depends on how long it'll be warm and how warm it'll get. Okie dokes. Let's ride. All right. Windmill there. Yep. Crystal blue skies just south of Rochester. Nice. Lots of snow. I mean, that's ideal, isn't it? Snow, blue skies. That's what I would like for our winter to be like too. I would much rather to see snow on here than all this salt. I just noticed. I need to adjust my mirror. The mirror that makes me look like a bee, somebody said. I didn't get it at first. It's like, what do you mean? I look like a bee. I know what you mean now. Yeah, all those skyscrapers at Humber. Yep. It's a condo jungle for sure. I agree, it's a beautiful landscape. You live next to Pacific Ocean? Oh, wow. So, because of the construction, on your left, this is where they've taken over one lane of traffic and maintained the bike lane or I shouldn't call it a bike lane, this is the multi-use trail. This is great. Am I riding with just the one battery on the e-bike? Yes. Just one battery is sufficient for about a 40-kilometer ride. In the summertime, it's about 60, or when the weather is a little bit warmer. Oh, we've got some activism going on here. Yes. Let's see what they're writing. Yes. Ding, ding. I missed that. Why is Ontario Place contentious? Well, they want to build a massive spa here in the best area of Ontario Place. They're foregoing the environmental scan. I think this is an international company. They got a 95-year lease, I believe. Another problem with it is they want to build this massive multi-level parkade for cars, obviously for parking. And they want the taxpayer to foot the bill for that. And that is awful. I think they priced it out for, at this point, 600 million. I mean, really, we could be spending this money in other places. How about, instead of building parking lots, we could push that money into securing homes for homeless people who live in tents. How about that? But did I not say that in the chat guidelines that this shouldn't be political? All right, switching topics. Yeah, Luke. Yes, you got it. Chat is a little bit behind. There's a bit of a lag. Should I take the scenic route? Let's take the scenic route and go to the dog park. Through the dog park. Next to the dog park. There we are. Okay. When I ride to work, I don't typically ride here, because there's a bit of a faster way. Coronation Park, everyone. It's amazing to see all the people out and about. Very shortly we're going to pass the dog park. Thankfully not too many dogs here. So what happens here, and one of the reasons I don't ride here often is there are a lot of off-leash dogs running around here sometimes. And off-leash dogs and bicycles are not great. Happy riding, Brian. Thanks for joining. Investing in bike infrastructure as well. Yeah? Instead of building a massive parkade and paying for it, yeah? Definitely. Luke, go ride your bike. Thanks for joining. All right. We're coming very close to the downtown area. There's some sort of a wind tunnel here, depending on the day, but sometimes the wind is out there. Okay, I have to show you this too because it's nice. Take a look at this. Huh? Nice, isn't it? Like the ice formations. Stunning. Okay. Let's go. Okay, nice clear view of the CN Tower. Nice. Nice. Love the CN Tower. Okay, people, where are you going, buddy? You turning? Are you going? Where? No, blinkers? No, no. All right. Fun fact about the CN Tower. I've climbed it 6 times. Yeah, I took the stairs all the way up.
Hey! What the fuck?
Go, go, go. I don't want to be hit by you. Yeah. Toronto drivers. Don't pay attention to anything. I shouldn't stereotype. Most do. Some don't. All right, the CN Tower. And to our right is where the Porter Airport is. Sorry, the Billy Bishop Airport, where Porter flies out of. There it is, right there. Is it just BMW drivers? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Just checking to see what the situation is like on Google. Sorry, on YouTube. What's the quality like of the stream? Let me know. Has there been any lag? Has there been any glitching? I will watch the stream again myself when I go home, but would love to hear from you. What's the quality like? Watching from LA. Oh man, what's the weather like in LA? So I took a deep dive into creating a live stream setup. So my previous 2 live streams were on the GoPro and the GoPro app, and hotspotting on my phone. Just gonna look. Thank you. And there was a lot of lag, a lot of quality issues, etc. And then I started researching, how do we make this better? And boy, oh boy, there are so many ways of making live streaming better, but they involve some money, some spending. And I've been spending, but also learning a ton about what is possible, what is available. Huge shout out to the Belabox community on Discord for supporting me with answering the multitude of questions that were incredibly basic, because I just had no clue. I still don't really have a clue. The tower looks similar to... Whoa! Hi! All right. The tower looks similar to the Seattle one. Yeah, all towers kind of look the same, don't they? Controversial. Let's see, can we pass? I typically just go through this red light here because there's not a whole lot happening here. Some lights I stop at, others I do a gentle roll through. Jeffrey, wish more folks from Toronto biked in the winter. You know, I don't know if you noticed, but it has increased. The number of people riding bikes in Toronto in the winter has increased. It's very visible. Now, it may be the fact that today is Sunday, and if people are not commuting, they're not going to be just, riding for pleasure out today. And I wouldn't either. If I wasn't doing this stream, I wouldn't just ride a bike for pleasure. In the winter especially, I just ride to commute, point to point. But I have seen an increase in riders. I mean, it's nothing like what the numbers are in the summer, spring, summer, and the fall, but slowly. This is why I feel so strongly about riding in the winter. Even when, you know, we have an active snowfall, whenever it's safe, I have to feel safe about it. But I feel strongly about riding because I want to just normalize riding in the winter. I want people to see me. I want people to see a cyclist commuting on a bike, or a person commuting on a bike. Audio has been perfect. Awesome, Rick. Thanks for that feedback. I'm listening to it while I walk. Yeah, great. That was one of the things I needed to troubleshoot. Audio. But I think it's okay now. Today looks like a great day for a bike ride. Absolutely is. Again, the temperature is climbing. It was quite cool in the morning, and it's just getting warmer. Stream resolution is great. Awesome. Just reading chat. That guy was looking at his phone while he was walking. Yeah, probably. A lot of that happening. And this is why, this is my gripe with people, like I am the one who's responsible to watch out for pedestrians. I'm the one who's responsible to watch out for cars, for, you know, that's a lot. And other people just do their thing. But I also want to stay safe. So I do. My head is on the swivel and I do it. Heart pumper. Is this one-on-one? Is this all on one network provider? No. So that's another change I did. And I'm really just testing it. I am now on 2. So I got a pretty amazing deal through work. Very high data. Yes, yes. Don't look. Right. And block the bikeway. Yes, yes. There we are. Where was I? 2 networks. Yep. So I am now on 2 networks. But still tethering. So one phone is tethered via a USB cable. And the other one is just hotspotting because the cable wouldn't hold. So there we go. It would be impressive if it was on one network, right? Yeah. I don't think one network is possible to have good coverage, even in Toronto, even where all the networks and network coverage should be good. There are still a lot of drops. Like even when I was walking around testing in my own neighborhood, one of my networks is horrible. The other one, a little better. But you saw the jungle, the condo jungle of Humber Bay. It's a lot of people connecting. So maybe not the best testing ground, or maybe the best testing ground. Who knows? If the stream holds there, it'll hold anywhere. Ha. Maybe I should go up northern Ontario and test that out. Your next challenge. What? Riding an e-unicycle in the winter? I don't want to kill myself, people. A unicycle, man, that's a challenge. There was a guy, a young guy from the UK, and he rode his unicycle around the world. It wasn't an e-unicycle, it was just a regular one. Yeah, that's impressive. That's impressive. All right, people. The Sugar Beach. That's the factory. This is the beach. You can't swim here. The sand is fake, but it's a lovely, lovely place to come and hang out at all times during the year. It is beautiful. I think this used to be a parking lot, and of course when they were ripping the parking lot out and putting this beach in, there was a lot of pushback. I find that pushback to anything new and anything that requires change is always happens, doesn't it? Ah, bonjour! Bonjour, bonjour! Thank you for joining! Heart pumper, yeah. This is downtown. Coverage should be the best. Yeah, it should be. But there's also a lot of, what I find about downtown is that there's just all these buildings, and with all the buildings, the network gets cut off. Let's test that out, shall we? In between buildings. They're not very high. They're not very tall. Where am I? This is also the George Brown campus. Can we get out here? We need to get back on the trail. Oh, an ice rink. I didn't know about this. Let me take you to the ice rink, and I'm going to read the chat. Thanks for chatting, everyone. This is awesome, but I do need to change my setup and listen to the chat. Okay. Pedals and paths. Canadians might feel safer. Their location on lies, but this is closer right around. Oh, Colorado, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know, some days you don't have to ride your bike every day. If it's too cold, I don't ride. Yeah. Maid bloke, UK unicycle guys, Ed Pratt. Yes, that's the person. Ed. He rode around the world on his unicycle. It took him a few years, many, many adventures. And now he just recently did like an off-road unicycle trip, didn't he? Very cool. All right, cutting through here. Bumpity bump. Back on the trail. Let's go see Portland. I am surprised that my phone, let's call it my personal phone, that the battery is holding up as good as it is. Because it's cold. I am so surprised. Resurgam, I'm subscribed to Ed's channel. Yeah. So am I. So am I. Okay. We're getting close to Portland. This is where all the construction is. But I can tell you about Portland, I mean, I don't have all the information, but here's what I can gather. They're basically redesigning the mouth of the Don River, because the Don River often floods. The Don River often floods the GVP highway, which is a problem. It floods other areas, or it has the potential to flood other areas in the city. And so they are basically building a new way for the Don River to flow into the Lake Ontario. And as a result, they need to bring in some bridges. And those bridges to cross the Don River and to cross into Villiers Island. I think that's how you pronounce it, but this is it. I don't know if you see the bridges, but they are there and they are beautiful. One bridge is for cyclists exclusively, I believe, or cyclists and pedestrians. And the other bridge is for people driving. So I'm going to ride to Cherry Beach or Cherry Street, where we can see one of these bridges already open. There you go. Still not open. I mentioned that there's a bit of a delay, but you know what? It's close to completion. There you go. So this is going to be open soon. A new cycle track, fully protected, bi-directional it seems. And then it will flow that way. Maybe on the way back we're going to go that way towards the distillery district, but those bridges are stunning. Let me show you the live one, or the one that's open. Oh! A message in French. Live. How do I understand? So I asked Le Coyote. I don't even know how to say that correctly in French, I'm sorry, but I asked him specifically to please write to me in French. Because it's living in Canada, it's good to learn some French and be able to understand it. I unfortunately didn't learn any French in school because as an immigrant, I did not speak English when I came over. So they said to forget French, but I would have actually done very well with French based on my knowledge of Polish. I digress. I think you mean, do I have any plans for 2024? I do. Hold on. Those are the bridges. You see them? I'm going to unclip. You see them? Nice, no? Nice. Construction? Not nice. Very loud. I think I will take a photo. Oops, sorry about that. I just bumped you. Okay, photo taken. Okay. Some fences have come down. Don't eat the squid, yeah? I don't typically ride around here, so I actually don't know, but there we go. Some fences have come down. Good to know. Meaning, it's getting closer and closer to them opening it. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can get to the Cherry Street Bridge. Oh, or if they just closed it down completely. Let's see. Yeah, these detour signs here have been around for a while. Please don't lose your accent. Yeah, I don't think it's possible for me to lose my accent. After 30 plus years in Canada, this is what it is. Not possible. Maybe if I got a tutor, a pronunciation tutor, maybe I could adjust my accent. No need for that. But I do have accents in both languages now, in English and in Polish. I don't like that. I wish I spoke Polish without an accent, but for that, I would need to speak Polish, wouldn't I? And I only speak Polish with my family. All right, let's focus on the detour. Ha ha! Isn't it nice? This is nice. I'm a two-bell ding rider. Yeah. It's really interesting because sometimes people say, you should ring your bell to let us know you're coming, you're approaching. And then when you ring your bell, people yell at you because you've rung your bell. Ah, look at that, huh? Isn't this beautiful? I mean, this is such novel cycling infrastructure that it requires oohing and awing All right, this is the Cherry Street Bridge. This is it. Very nice. This opened. When did this open? A year ago? No, in 2022, at the end of 2022, just over a year. It's nice, isn't it? Very nice. And when this entire thing is done, it'll make for a beautiful way for people to move through to Cherry Beach, which is a very, very popular spot in the city. Okay, I'm just going to turn around here and show you. Look at the skyline, huh? Look at the bridge. Look at the bridges behind. And just a different view of the Toronto skyline. Checking the mirror to see that nobody's coming on the bike path. Nobody is. Look at that. Beauty. This is nice. So there's, oh, more bridges on that side. So there's going to be a huge development here. A lot of housing, a lot of parks. And this is going to be lovely because this is going to be very close to, well, this is very close to Lake Ontario, which is that way. I look forward to this. A few more years. There we go. Wow, I'm so impressed with these beautiful bridges. I did not see the others before today. Nice. I have problems switching between different languages. Living in Netherlands is 20 years or so. Yeah. Nie mów, że mówisz z akcentem. Okay, so Heart Pumper is writing, don't say that you speak with an accent in Polish. Yeah, I do have an accent in Polish. My vocabulary also is not great. I left when I was 14, so I speak fluent Polish. Fluent, with quotation marks. But I lack vocabulary. For example, I cannot speak about bikes in Polish. I don't have the vocabulary. I can't speak about my profession in Polish. Don't have the vocabulary. So, I mean, maintaining a language it needs to be an active task, right? You just need to maintain it read books, maintain it, etc. But I just got busy with living, learning another language, living life. And so something's got to go. Oh, I'm going to go back and see this. Let's see. To the group, I'm right that you cannot tag people from the iPhone or YouTube chat. I really don't think you can tag people on YouTube chat. I think you can do it from the desktop, but not from the phone. I'm on an Android, can't tag people either. Yeah, Heart Pumper. Yep, Android is not working either. Can't tag people, which is too bad. Yeah, Skyline Tours. There you have it. My new business idea. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. Yeah. Nice, right? This is nice. When they finish with this project, it's going to be so beautiful. Okay, what do we have here? Rick, every time I make a mistake, I tell people it's because I'm Polish. Always makes them laugh. Well, yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm meant to be on the other side, but the other side is closed. Open? Closed? Who knows? Something going on the other side. Let's go back here. So this is where we came from. And then instead of going back on the Martin Goodman Trail now, we'll go up into the city a tiny bit, because there was something happening with the bike lane that was odd a few weeks ago as I rode through here. So let's see if this oddity still exists, and if you can maybe help me figure it out. Okay, very bumpy. Oh jeez, very bumpy. Yes, they're going to be opening this up very, very soon. End of the month, they said now. So, I mean, it's nearing towards the end of the month. I can't wait. I'll definitely come back here when this is open, because this is huge. All right. We're going to continue down this way into the city. Oh gosh, what's going on there? The oddity, well, I'll just show you, because basically there's a two bi-directional bikeway here, but then it kind of ends. So let's see if it does in fact end, or if there's a different solution there. Okay, let's go. Oh, come on, buddy, come on, no. Okay, so here we go. Oh, this is where I meant, right, because right here in front of me, we're now riding against traffic. But we're meant to, I think, turn here. This is closed. And go there. Well, this is very confusing for the time being, so we're gonna go on the sidewalk. Not legal, I know, but I'm doing it. Okay. And this, I've never been here. I hope to be able to get to the distillery district the back way. Let's see. Yeah, okay. You cross eastbound right after continuing right, okay. The distillery district is a very popular tourist spot in Toronto. They have a Christmas market here. Ooh, remnants of the Christmas market right here. Isn't it nice here? It's very nice. I like it here. Oh, stairs. Only stairs? Yeah, no. There is a platform down. Okay. There you go. In addition to the skyline tours of Toronto, you get a bicycle tour through the distillery district. There. There we go. So you can imagine at night, all these little lights that are behind or above us are beautifully lit up. Gorgeous to see. Shout out to Spirit of York Distillery. Ooh, now serving espresso. Oh, very nice. I ran out of my good coffee at home, so later on I have to go find a grocery store and yeah, get myself some coffee. Okie dokes, back on the cycle track. Wouldn't it be nice if I had a map on the screen? I need to figure that out. I need to figure out how to add a map to the screen on the live stream. It's been done before. I've seen people do it. And so I want to do it as well. Approaching Parliament Street. Stop here. Cross through the parquet. And then continue. Heart Pumper, your dream job, brewery or distillery? All right. Okie dokes. Let's go. Oh, this is new. New to me. So there used to never be a bike path here or a cycle track here. Oh, look at those doggos. Holy, what's going on here? Oh, nice. It's like a critical mass dog walk. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, let's go. I'm wearing a two-piece balaclava, which has been working out very well. I bought it at the beginning of the winter season, and I always test out different balaclavas because I have an issue with my glasses fogging up. So whenever I wear some sort of a face cover, my glasses fog up. And I'm wearing is it North 45 or 45 North? I think it's North 45 balaclava, and it's been great. It's a two-piece that ventilates. The air kind of comes down, hot air is pushed down, and it's been very, very good at minimizing any fogging up of my glasses. I'm just trying to see. I'll continue for as long as I can here and then jump down back on the Martin Goodman Trail. Let's see. Rick. Yeah, if one of those dogs started chasing me, they all would follow. Yeah, I can see that. It's a good thing they're not off leash. Is there a link to an active map? Nope. Nope, there isn't. I'm not there yet. Oh, what is that? Bicycle lane? Okay, let's go this way. I have never been here before. Where will this take me? No idea. Will this take me to a street? Or is this just a neighborhood? I guess we'll find out. No, I don't have too many. And I think we're just taking a tour through the neighborhood. Well, could be worse, right? No, the reason I don't have a map added yet and all the extras that you can do when streaming is little steps, baby steps first. I want to see that the stream is streaming, that my foundational setup is good, and then I can start adding things. Okay, where am I going here? I think I'm gonna go back back? Oh, I should go back. Yeah, I'll go back. There. You're getting a confused Agnieszka tour now. Yeah. Thanks for pointing that out. It's amazing that you can just watch, sit there. Oh my lord, pigeons! Too close. Well, let me continue my thought the thought that I had before I was rudely interrupted by the pigeons. Yes, it's amazing, live streams, right? I got into watching live streams through walking tours. Toronto walking tours. It's a wonderful way to explore the city from the comfort of your home. Yeah. Yeah, good point. One thing for certain, yeah, the city of Toronto loves their salt. I mean, could we please not use something else, like, I don't know, some dirt? A lot of salt, for sure. Okay. Don't block the bike lane. Of course I'll block the bike lane. Ooh, bumpy. Okay, we're coming out at George Brown again. This is the George Brown campus. In front of us we have Queensquay, the Martin Goodman Trail. This is where I rode to get here. Hey, yes, this is bumpy. Oh, I can. All right, light. Change. There we are. All right, anytime. Okay. We're back on the Martin Goodman Trail. For Toronto folk, I want to point out the Lazy Barista coffee shop. Yeah, great coffee shop. Great coffee. Expensive. I was surprised how expensive this coffee shop is, considering that it's on campus, George Brown campus, right? But considering the neighborhood, I am also not surprised at how expensive that coffee is. All right, let's go. Woo, bumpy. Riding next to the sugar factory. This is still a working sugar factory. Sometimes this area smells like burnt sugar. It's not a nice smell for those of you who haven't smelled it. Today there's some sort of a scent, not too bad. There used to be a museum here. Has anyone ever gone to the museum? It would be very nice to go there, Red Path Sugar Factory. Okie dokies. Come on, light. Yes. I don't know if you noticed, but the newer lights, newer bicycle signals, have a different bicycle sign on them. I have a thing for signs, love signs. I love looking at or seeing different signs in different countries. Signs denoting the same thing, but ones that look totally different. A good friend of mine once gave me a wonderful gift for my birthday. It was a book of signs. It was awesome. Yeah, hard pumper. It's still an active sugar factory. I think that's what you're asking about. Definitely active. A lot of tankers come through. This is why the sugar beach is not a beach you can swim at, because there's a lot of ships that come in. So it's very nice to watch. Certainly something interesting to see. And we all need that sugar, don't we? Just adjusting my neck box situation. The only bad thing about... Oh, I think I just covered my microphone. I was just adjusting my neck buff, and I would say that the only con that I found with the balaclava is that it's very short, so it doesn't have good neck coverage. Other balaclavas that I have are quite long. This one, not so much. All right. One thing that I noticed, in addition to, there being more riders in the winter in Toronto, is how many more people ride e-bikes. Now, when I used to commute on my regular bike, a non-e-bike bike, I would be passed by one or two people, especially in the winter. And especially in the winter, I would feel very sorry for myself, because it gets windy here, incredibly windy. And one of the primary reasons why I got the e-bike is so that I ride more. Because in the past I would just not ride if it got too windy. I still haven't made peace with the wind. And yeah, the e-bikes are amazing. In the wintertime, there's been so many days that people just, fight through the wind. And I just increase pedal assist. What's the chat doing? Still an active one, Oh, are we talking about dry salt and whether or not it impacts bike cleanliness? I have no idea if it does. I think that some of it does stick to the bike. Certainly not as much as when it's wet. My bike is filthy. The wheels are filthy. I do clean the frame. And whoa, that was a lot of glass. Oh. Well, let's see how puncture-proof my wheels are, my tires. Oh, that's a nice cargo bike. Very nice. That's something else that I've noticed more of on the Martin Goodman Trail, especially on my morning commutes. Cargo bikes. People with their children on cargo bikes. It's very cool. Wow, it's windy. The wind has picked up, and it's a headwind. Or maybe it's just the area. Arcteryx balaclavas, yes. I have looked at them. I have similar ones from other companies. The reason I stopped buying the kind of the one-piece balaclavas at this point is because they all do similar thing, and there isn't really much of a solution for glasses fogging up. The balaclava, the two-piece that I'm wearing now, is merino wool as well, so it's quite warm, but it's the two-piece design that makes it unique. And they also have this reinforced nose. Oh my gosh, it's windy. Nose piece that allows you to kind of mold the balaclava around your nose, and that's what creates that nice seal that doesn't let the hot air through to fog up your glasses. So Rick, you put static tires on your e-bike. It snowed twice. Yeah, same here. So I still only have one static tire on my front wheel. And yeah, we've got no snow. But you know what? When we did have that snowfall, let's say a week and a bit ago, as a result, there was a lot of ice on the trail. And even for those few days, I'm all right with having the studded tire on. I also love the crackle of studded tires. Some people really don't. I love it. But yeah. Red Sorghum, you would try touring on a trike. Yeah, I think many people tour on a trike. Before when I was planning my cross Canada tour, I followed a couple who crossed. I think they ended up crossing as well, although they stopped posting. They crossed on their trikes. I don't think they were electric. I think they were just normal trikes. Also, during my ride across, actually in Quebec, in the province of Quebec, I saw a lot of people on trikes. Some electric, some not. Here's my approach to stopping or not stopping at the stop sign here. When there's cars next to me, I stop. Oh, that person just blew through the stop sign. Nice. Person in the white car. If there are no cars, I roll through. That's how I approach that. Ooh! What's the mic situation like? Can you hear the wind? Holy man. It is, wow. Ooh. So there you go. Somebody's gonna ride an e-unicycle. Somebody's gonna ride a trike. What else? What else do we have? An electric scooter, a kick scooter. Let's bring out all the micro-mobility devices and use them. All right, a slightly different way on the Martin Goodman Trail. This is the less scenic route. Fun fact, there are no lights here. So in the evening after dusk, after dark. I'm always glad to have strong lights on my bike because visibility on this part of the trail is limited. Rick, thin layer of dish soap can help with glasses fog. Yeah, try that. Didn't quite work out for me. And then I just couldn't be bothered. I also tried sprays. I think that act a similar way. They leave a thin layer of something on the glasses. That also didn't work out for me. This is one of the reasons I don't wear ski goggles, because they just create too much of a seal, and then, or maybe not enough of a seal, and whatever, like my glasses just start fogging up. Oh God, that was gross. You didn't see what happened, that man spit all over himself. I'm glad I wasn't closer enough. No wind noise on the mic. Thank you very much for letting me know. Thank you, thank you. Lots of bumps here. Yes, that area with limited lighting is even worse with all the car lights. True. The worst for me is when it rains. So the visibility is affected that way. But you know, it's okay. Oh, we've got another cargo bike in front of us. Nice. 2 on a Sunday. Very nice. Very nice. Hello. Oh, I love cargo bikes. Oh my goodness. Check out the Ontario Place activists. Oh, they've been hard at work. Yes, yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. What are they? They're writing about the birds. Yeah. In addition to building all the buildings, they want to cut down, well, they're going to cut out all the trees. And they say they will plant trees. But that's okay that they will plant trees. The problem is all the wildlife is going to leave, and you know, they need trees to live. There we go, wow. Nice. So what happens with this is the activists come out, they leave messages on the boards, and then I've seen this multiple times now. On Monday, a crew from the developer comes out with buckets and mops, and they mop it all up. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a view. Let's take a look at the view of Lake Ontario. Lake Ontario and Ontario Place. That's Ontario Place right there. Look at the ice formations here. A lot more ice here. Windmill. That is Lakeshore. Okay. Back on the mount you go. Jeffrey, welcome to the chat. Couple backfeets where you live? Excellent. Yes, it is cute when they're taking their kids to school. And it's really amazing to see the kids just kind of thinking that it's normal. It's not a big deal. I took my nephew in the backfeets in the Urban Arrow family cargo bike. He loved it. I mentioned in my video that he fell asleep. That was the biggest compliment to the bike. Turn bikes. Yeah. You have one with a 20-inch wheels. Yeah, I like it. Rick, is that bike a folding bike? Is that the folding cargo bike? I'm assuming the Turn is a cargo bike or just one of the regular bikes. Oh, Matt, if you're going by Mimico Creek, it's frozen over and you rode your bike on it. What? Yeah, we can go check out Mimico Creek. There's another beautiful bridge by the Mimico Creek. Definitely. The place that I rented my cargo bike from, I believe they also have a Turn cargo bike. The reason I didn't rent that one is, well, I wanted to try out the Urban Arrow, but also I don't know that they have the cover for the long tail on the Turn. I don't know that the rental company has a cover. I believe that there is a cover. Okay. I am going to hop down by Lake Ontario. So taking a bit of a scenic route again. Oh my gosh, the wind. Wow. Where's the wind coming from? It was so peaceful beforehand. I want to show you something again. Look at all the birds. The geese, the ducks. Oh wow, that's so impressive. You see them? They're basically standing on the blocks of ice. Oh, this is so nice. So nice. Oh, I have superpower for the winter. Hot water. I forgot all about it. Let me have some water. Nice. Okay. This area is super popular in the summer again. Beautiful park. Muskoka chairs. Often, again, very highly used. Very highly used. Well used in the summertime. Spring, summertime. Also, one great thing that I've seen people do here is they bring out their hammocks. There are a lot of trees here, so hammocks work perfectly. Pedals and paths, you have a colorway e-bike, all right. It has a turn throttle. Yep. 16-inch wheels, okay. I have 16-inch wheels in my Brompton. Yeah. Yeah, back to Ontario Place. Yeah, we do need trees for the environment in general. That's correct. So saying that they're going to cut out what's there and then replant twice as many, that's all fine. It's going to take a long time for them to grow and have any impact. Doggos. I just rode by the tents. Whoa. If you've stayed with me since the beginning of the stream today, you will have noticed as we rode on the Martin Goodman Trail how many runners there are. So many runners. And they're my one constant. Every single time I ride, rain or shine, runners are out there doing their thing. A few years ago, I worked with a woman who was, and that was maybe like 10 plus years ago, I worked with a woman who was a year-round runner. And she would tell me she would put studs or cleats, or, no, not cleats, whatever those things, spikes are called, you can put on your shoes. And she would run all winter long in the ice. And I thought to myself, my gosh, she's a hardcore runner. It's too much. Stay at home, use a treadmill. So at that point, I found it weird that she ran in the winter. My perception has since changed. I think you can do anything at any time. All you need to do is wear the appropriate clothing. There we are. Rick, thanks for confirming your e-bike, your cargo e-bike is not a folding bike. Okay. I think I've seen reviews online of folding cargo e-bikes. And while I can see how they would be useful for storage purposes, sometimes the reviewers suggest that you can fold the e-bike and then you can take it on the train and take it with you on the bus, etc. I question that, because the e-bikes are heavy, and I mean, unless you can, if you can lift 60 pounds and you're good with lifting 60 pounds and maneuvering that kind of weight around, yeah, then that makes sense. But I wouldn't be able to do that. So I can see that a folding cargo e-bike would be useful. The folding mechanism would be useful for storing purposes, or the folding functionality rather. But I've never personally handled a folding cargo e-bike, so maybe I'm completely out to lunch here. Right, pedals and paths. You don't fold your e-bike because it's annoying. Yeah. Right. I think that what I've seen in the videos is that the folding e-bikes are a bit clunky. Definitely not like the Brompton or any non-e-bike folding bikes I've seen. Okay, Rick. So for taking the train with the e-bike, you just do your research on which platforms are level, right? The tiny bit of an issue we have with, I'll use the GO train, which is the provincial train service that I would typically use with my bikes. What happens is that sometimes the platforms are never level, so that is a given. Or I should say, in my experience, the platforms that I've gone on, they're never level. So first thing I know that I'm going to be carrying my bike. But another kind of issue that we run into is sometimes when the door opens, there's a pole in the middle of the doorway. Now, their new cars don't have that. The new train cars don't have that, but a lot of the older ones still do. So you can imagine having let's say a minute to board, and you've got that pole in the middle of the door. So getting up on that with your loaded bike is quite the something. It just adds a little bit of, no, not a little bit, a lot of anxiety, unnecessarily so. Yes, Dahon bikes, folding bikes. Again, I've never seen one in person, never handled one, but I have seen videos. The most common source of traffic on the Martin Goodman Trail. Canada geese. Canada geese. What's the battery level like? Let's see how many kilometers we've ridden. How many? 25 kilometers so far. Yeah, not bad. And according to, I've been riding on tour, which is the second level of assist. Again, I have 500 watt-hour battery. And the estimated range that I have left is 36 kilometers. So let's say about a 50 kilometer total on one battery in the winter time. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I found that in the previous days when it was when the temperatures dipped to minus 15 and below, I had to recharge every single day. But that's because it was one, it was cold, and two, it was incredibly windy, and so I was using higher level of assist, and so of course that eats into the battery life significantly. I'm getting really good at reading and writing. Developing a new skill, right? I mentioned earlier on in the stream that I need to get headphones because I actually can. I'm using Stream Buddy for anyone who's interested what app I'm using to read the chat. Stream Buddy also has text-to-speech functionality. And it works, but I have my sound muted. Thank you. Because, well, I don't want you to be hearing what's being read out. I find that annoying, actually, on the streams that I've heard of other people, when they have their chat messages read out loud. I find that so annoying. A photo shoot, yes. Now, fun fact about text-to-speech. I love how it's this technology that is used for live streaming, but it's an accessibility feature, right? Text-to-speech, incredible. Just like audiobooks, it was technology for people with disabilities. vision disability. And now, mainstream media, audiobooks. Okie dokies. And let's take a look at the beautiful Humber Bay Arch Bridge. What a beauty. Look how many more people there are out now. That's because it is warmer. And also a little bit later on in the day. Although I started the ride midday, so, you know, you'd think people were awake. Isn't this beautiful? Okay, I'm gonna stop to show you something. This, in the back there, is the highway, the Gardiner Expressway, the QEW, I think at this point, Queen's Elizabeth Way, major highway. And on this side, we have, well, the beautiful Lake Ontario. This, of course, is also Humber River. Let's walk a little. Because, again, I don't think the camera will pick it up, it's just too far. But that in the distance there, that's the skyline of Toronto. Oh my goodness, people are walking on that ice with a kid. Yeah, I think that's asking for trouble. Okay, that's all I will say there. So the skyline of Toronto, that's where we came from. I don't know if you see, there's a windmill in the distance. We rode by that windmill. Okay, let's continue. Oh, let me catch up on the chat. First live chat I followed from the beginning to the still watching. Oh, thank you. Maybe it's the constant motion of the cycling. Suggest you do this late in the spring? Yeah, definitely. Oh, it looks like I lost connection to YouTube for a moment. People are like cockroaches here today? Oh no, no they're not. You haven't seen the worst of it. This is very, very light. I think I lost connection there for a moment. Can somebody in the chat let me know if you lost connection? I certainly got disconnected from YouTube. The chat is back, but I'm wondering if you also lost connection. Have you been taken to the Be Right Back or technical issues screen at any time throughout this live stream? Let me know. There is a man who lives on the boat on the Humber Bay with his 2 dogs. And every so often, first responders go up to him or communicate with him somehow to see if he's all right. No disconnection here. No? Oh, that's amazing. So it must have been maybe just a technical glitch through the app. Let's ring the bell for those kids to notice me. Okie dokies. Yeah, a lot more people on the trail today. Nice. Nice. I think the only bad thing about this time is people don't expect bicycles on the trail. So I often surprise people. Now I think that my bike is loud. 1, there's the sound from the motor. 2, there's the sound from the tires. And then if I also have to brake, especially when it's a little bit damp outside, there's just squeakiness in my brakes. That's outrageous. That's an outrageous sound. Wow, that's a lot of ice in the bay. Okay. Here we go. Oh wow, that's a lot of bikes here. Oh wow. That's a double station. I did not notice that before. Our bike share bikes are open year round, which is fantastic. I see a lot of people riding bike share bikes in the winter time. If you live in an urban area that offers rideshare, do they also stay open in the winter time? Or is it a seasonal type service offered? Let me know in the chat. You need the ding counter? Oh man, I should put that counter on in in the springtime when the people come out. That bell and then you know, sometimes I get startled and I don't have time to use the bell, then I just use my voice. Yeah, in the spring, summer, when this trail gets incredibly busy, that ding counter would be in the hundreds. Yeah, you don't see any bikes here. Yeah, not now. I wouldn't expect any bikes here now because it's still cold and people don't ride for pleasure. And people are just listening to headphones. Yep, that's one of the major reasons why people don't react when I ding the bell. You have a cowbell. That would be funny. Or bear bell, maybe. The only thing holding me back from getting membership here is there isn't a station close by. Yeah, that's too bad, right? They recently put in a station close to my building, and that's amazing. And they also, not recently, but maybe within a year and a half, they put in a station, you know, one close to my building, but also close to the GO station, which is great because now it's actually usable for me to just pick up a bike close by and then drop it off close by. Check it out! Oh yeah, Mimico Creek. Somebody mentioned that they were riding their bike on Mimico Creek. Well, it's plenty frozen. Look at that! People playing hockey. Cool. The ice looks great. Maybe somebody flooded it. Wow, it looks wonderful. And on the other side, little people skating and playing hockey with sticks. Let's check it out. Let's check out the other side. There you go. Nice. So Mimico Creek is, even though it's pretty wide here, it's quite shallow. It's not a very, you know, it's not like Don River. It's not like Humber River. Those are proper rivers. This is just a creek. This is very cool. And this is the Mimico Street Bridge. I also really like this bridge. Also really like that the sun came out. That is awesome. It makes a huge difference. Let's take a look at the bridge, shall we? Nice, isn't it? I think it's nice. Matt, it's only a foot deep. Yeah, okay. Pressurized air horn. We're on the dinging conversation. Definitely. I looked into getting a pressurized air horn, one that you can refill with a bicycle pump, and they look so awful. But you know, function over fashion, right? Function over fashion. Jeffrey, Grandma rang the cowbell to call me and my brother for dinner time. Yeah, loud enough for sure. Interestingly, I wouldn't mind a cowbell on my bike. A cowbell I could have. A pressurized air horn, not so much. Priorities. If you watched one of my shorts where Actually, it wasn't a review video. I was shooting a review video just around in this area, and a raccoon came over and freaked me out. This is where it was. This is where that raccoon was. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to turn the camera, get all the cables. This is bad, right? Look at all the cables. That's my backpack, by the way. There. That's where all the stuff is. All right, this is where I will end the live stream. My gosh, the camera is very close. Sorry about that. Thanks for watching. Thank you for chatting. Thanks for riding with me. Thanks for all the feedback, and happy to know that we didn't have to troubleshoot a whole lot today. So this new setup is working out well. Great to know. Okie dokes. Thank you. And I will see you some other time.